Welcome back, everyone. This is Vox Incendium with Pax Nova. Alright, starting off right where we ended, which is right before we ended the turn. I should probably have done that better. But we feel like we could make great use of your current maps. Would you only share it for 200? Ooh. I want to keep these guys liking me, but giving them the map at this point would be a bad idea. I haven't actually found much, though, so maybe not such a bad idea. They just know I've gotten into space. 200 isn't much. It's like one turn's worth. So this is mostly about whether or not I want to piss them off or not, and I don't think I do. So I think I'm going to... What's the proposal? It says it's even. Yeah, because I haven't really found anything. Seems like a good deal. What? Hello. Hi. Where'd you guys come from? Pleasure to meet you. That poor scout is having a very bad day. Alright. Yeah, so we should easily be able to finish this off next turn. We're not going to be able to finish off this turn. But, yeah, there's no way he can take out enough of my units to not lose next turn, which means also, hopefully, the Templars won't be able to get in on this. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, what's going on? Yep, there we go. Froze there for a second. It didn't freeze, but it wasn't... Alright, another useless planet. Cool. But this is a system, and most systems have at least one reasonable planet. Or habitable, I should say, not reasonable. So yeah, shock troopers. We're gonna... Well, I've already paid for the... for them to be faster, so I might as well not cancel them now. And since we have land bridges, anyways. Yep, and Kull's been defeated. The seal is ours. We cannot assimilate them, but they're going to continue to make money for us. How much money do these guys have? Man, they have... How long have they been our vassals? And they've only made us 600 credits? That's nothing. You guys can do better than that. Alright, and then I think basically I'm just going to have everyone else just start chilling. Nope, doing it again. Oh, there we go. Come on, can we find another fun planet? I would like to start setting things up to colonize other planets. I don't know why I moved him away. I just did. Explore that. Anything interesting? Yes! Research production +1 is improved by +1. Now this is really good. Or at least pretty good. Especially if you're not focusing on science, then having one more science. I mean, that was technically like a 10% increase in what we could do. And it was completely free. That's obviously like if we were focusing a lot more on our technology, that wouldn't be as much. But for us, it's really good. So the space anomalies are very much worth it. I don't know if you can get those on the ground. I've never seen them on the ground if you can get them. Oh, good. One of our scouts just got eaten by a manta ray. Phasers. Alright, but I need to start getting my head in the game, by which I mean... do we want to do scientist files? Yeah, let's do scientist files now, because that's going to give us some information we're going to need. Oh, but we can't use these guys yet. Dang it. Oh well. I'm going to remove you away from the borders just to make sure you don't get antsy about me. Other than that, just have everyone just start... Or rather, just stop doing anything. And last unit is our last scout. So this is a habitable planet, and it already has 2 people. One of them we've met, one of them we haven't. It is big, which means that if it only has 2 people, it's probably going to be very worth it for me to try and get in. there'll be lots of space for 3 people. Because I think Dakalora is only medium. Let's see on the system view. It is small, so a large planet, there's going to be plenty of room. Which annoys me. That means that those 2 got a big planet to themselves, and I had to share this thing with 4 other people. One of whom... I mean, 2 of them are dead now, so it's not a huge deal, but... Alright, but continue the exploration. Oh, wow, these guys already have a star base. We would like to... I'd like to start first contact, but I don't think I'm going to have enough well, maybe. We'll see. This is also something that kind of bugs me, is that it will... The intern burden comes up before you've dealt with your citizens, which is kind of a big deal. So, what we want this city to do is... Actually, no, we want an embassy here, just to make our buddies happy. The Ra Dynasty. Yes, hopefully we can get on. Alright, are they the other ones on this planet? Yes, they are. Okay. So that's probably that's going to be pretty good to colonize once I get the chance. But for right now, continuing to explore. Examine the anomaly. Yay! More resource production. That is, again, very good. So this is what I was saying about a planet that you can't colonize, but has a resource that you can mine. Yeah. Well, that doesn't look like I would want to be on there. And there's 2 of them. And then this is titanium, which is pretty good. That's good for building, like, the Titan ships, which they call them. But we finished this quest. While his fires didn't turn out anything truly conclusive, it seems like we might have found a very important lead on where to look next. So, that seems good. Specifically, upon investigating the seemingly infinite amount of folders and files given to us, we have discovered that the scientist was planning to try and reach the planet of Donna 5, where an abandoned base called the Archive is located. It appears that this complex was built by an ancient civilization and contains critical information on the Rift. We should head to Donda 5 and find out about it. Okay, so this is our next big thing, that we really want to find the Donda system, we want to find Donda 5, and we want to get in on it. So, we are going to choose our research. We are going to start building capital ships, and then we're going to get space colonization so that we can start colonizing other planets. But before we do that, we also have a path, the Path of Wisdom. Capital City instantly generates a new settlement at no cost. That could be useful, except for we can't make use of that right now. Although we could make use of it soon, but not soon enough for that to make sense. I'm going to go Enlighten, which gives us more research. 2 more research per city for the next 50 turns. That's pretty good. But yeah, but before we end our turn, we're going to go to our spaceport, going to commission some more scout ships. Lots more scout ships, since some of them may also be destroyed again. Alright. Reborothra, Synthria. Not what I'm looking for. What was it called again? I've already forgotten. I was thinking it was Donda 5. So yeah, we need to find that. We're not in a hurry, mind you. It's not like the other civilizations can get there first and stop us from doing this. Although they can build around it, which can be a pain in the butt. But we just want to find this. Search the debris. This is osmium. That's not bad. More osmium. Again, could be better, could be worse. I'll launch this scout. I'm just going to have you... I'm just going to automate you. And then we've got you, and you're going to go down here. Exchange our natural pragmatic thinking. I don't think this is good. Yeah, this isn't great for us, but they're giving us natural protection. Which... I don't think this is super useful to us. What's the... Yeah, no, I don't think so. Well, but I'm not doing a whole lot for research, so it might... Nah, not worth it. Another anomaly, which is nothing. And our last scout ship, which is also going to be automated. And I'm probably going to find out in like 30 turns that they found it and didn't say anything because they don't know to say anything. I don't know where this guy is going, to be fair. Alright, hey, a black hole. That's kind of cool. It doesn't do... You can't do anything with a black hole, which I find highly disappointing. Not for right now, just keep searching. Capital ships are done. Good. So now we can build bigger ships, ships that we can actually use to fight, but that's not the main reason we want that. Like I said before, the main reason we want that is space colonization. Let's get us some colonies on other planets. That will be very helpful. See, this is what I meant when I said it has a grand, a lot grander scope than a lot of others. Because you know, this takes off after things like galactic civilization and regular civilization, but those would only be one or the other of space or planetary. And like I think this is one of the few ones that really gives you the ability to really colonize a planet in a way that makes sense, because it's a planet. You can't just plant your flag on it and say, "Oh, this is mine now." But at the same time, being able to look at different star systems and all that. So I really think this is cool. Obviously, there's not as many. It's not as fleshed out as it might be. Certainly not as either of the civilizations. But again, I enjoy the crap out of this game. So, new seals of power. Advisors feel EOS isn't truly respected until they want us to get a seal. This means stamping our authority on our opponents and quite possibly destroying them in the process. But that was already the plan, so we should be fairly easy, hopefully. So I've got to get a seal, which is either wipe out a civilization like we did with the first two, or get someone so desperate that they're willing to trade for it, which I don't even know if the AI will ever do that. Shasla. Whatever. Pleased to meet you. Alright. Yep. So there's Walrian, and Walrian 2, if you'll remember, we know is colonizable because there's a space rift to it on our planet. The people of Wright are ecstatic about how the city has been running, and many of their supporters have organized a rally. What should we do? Make sure they don't leave any trash behind. Turn up and show your appreciation. Send a message to the crowd thanking them for the work and their fellow citizens for the efforts for the success. So we can get more influence. We get Path of Gaia. I think we want the city to grow. I just always find that more useful. Bigger cities are better in every way. Alright, let's see if we can't find... Because mostly we're still looking for the planet with the archive, so... Oh, and then the asteroid fields are completely impassable. Because, you know, it's not like you could have deflector dishes or anything. Walls Wally 2. Only the Lotus Brotherhood are on here. It's an average-sized planet, so we'll probably be having a sneak attack on there eventually. Once we figure out how to use those land rifts. I think I've used 3 different names for them, and I don't know if any of them are right. We feel like we can make great use of your current maps. Would you be willing to share them for 310? They say that's equal, but I don't really think that at this point, so I'm going to say not a chance. Sorry about that. And by nature for what? Yes. Yes, again, anytime they say, we will give you a technology for basically anything else, I am game. We have just received a radio communication from someone claiming to be responsible for Pirates of the Orni clan. He demands a payment of 400 in exchange for free passage. He also says that not paying this fee will result in dire consequences. I can pay them and prevent further attacks, and the ships will attack us on site. So I guess, well, 400 credits. That's not much at this point. And now we have space colonization, so we can start getting ready. Oh boy. And these guys are also a pain. These are another kind of space creature. They're kind of cool. Hopefully, we will get to see them fight later. Alright, so now space research. We are going to need... Let's see. We are going to need an industrial evolution because we want planetary logistics. We want... I mean, you want everything. Everything is good eventually. But for right now... That's the main thing we want. Our next path makes all creatures currently on your homeworld fall less aggressive and won't attack unless attacked. Doesn't apply to creatures born after activation. That's really not very useful because we've already... The fauna isn't dangerous enough for this to be useful after like the very beginning of the game. So I guess if you were blitzing this again, that would be fairly useful. But yeah, even though we don't pollute much, it's the better option. Especially because you don't want to be the guy who pollutes a lot. That's just bad business for you. Alright, so now, again, instead of ending the turn, we are going to get this spaceship a run-in. Let's get a colony ship. That's going to take us one of our citizens. I do not care. We have less science. Whoop-de-doo. Ah, cool. Another new person. Can continue to explore places. Space debris. Space mushrooms. Alright. So, launch you into space. And we are heading up for Atreus. Because we want to be in there. That is where... it is happening. I don't know what it is, but that's a big planet. So it is probably happening there. Continue to explore. That's another thing that kind of bugs me. Especially compared to every other like 4X game. If you put a unit on Auto Explore, they won't automatically go to the items of interest. That might actually be the designers admitting that going to those is a lot riskier than it usually is in a lot of other games, but it still seems weird. Alright. And there's another scout dead. Woo, sorry. Got the hiccups here. Ooh, I've got them real bad. I think that might actually make this a decent point to stop, so... yeah, yeesh. I'm going to call it here. This has been Vox in Sunrium. See you guys later.